Welcome to my bathroom. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are definitely not in the studio today. We have traveled down to my bathroom, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different because I have recently been very inspired by those Vogue videos where different celebrities basically get ready in the bathroom and they show us their everyday makeup routine, and I just find them to be so interesting. Today I was going to film my everyday makeup routine, but I figured why not just do it in that style because it's a little bit more casual, it's a little bit more fun and different. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. We're in my bathroom right now. I just spent the last like hour and a half trying to set up my lighting so that you guys could actually see what my face looks like, which is great. I hope it's looking good. Don't forget to let me know all your thoughts down below. That is enough chatting. Let us begin. So first things first, I always like to moisturize my skin pretty heavily before I apply any makeup, just because it makes the makeup last so much longer and better and look better on the skin. I don't really use a primer, especially lately. I just don't feel like it's needed for my skin type. I don't have an oily skin type, so I never feel like I need something to like control my oil. I honestly just need something to moisturize. And this has been my current favorite makeup base. It's the Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream. It doesn't feel very heavy on the skin, but at the same time, it makes my skin feel so nice and moisturized. So I have been switching around between different foundations, but lately I've been really enjoying using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. This is a product that I always find myself coming back to. I'm just gonna take my foundation brush. This is my Morphe & Jaclyn Hill JH03. You can use any like just synthetic buffing brush. And what I like to do is I just pick up some of the product directly from the stick, and then I will go in like that. And I find that this just allows me to pick up less product, which makes the application just really nice and light, because for every day I don't like a lot of coverage. I just want a little bit of something to even out my skin tone. I hate getting foundation on my lips, it's the worst. So before I forget, I'm just gonna moisturize my lips because my lips are feeling really dry right now. This is the Glossier Birthday Cake Bomb.com. This stuff is truly the bomb.com. It smells and tastes so freaking good. It's sort of just like you're smearing vanilla icing all over your lips. That's the vibe that this bomb gives me. I love it. Okay, so for my concealer lately, I've actually been going for a bit of like a fuller coverage concealer. I don't know why, but I have been so tired lately. I just haven't been getting a ton of sleep. My under eyes, I feel like the light is sort of blurring them out, but they have been not looking great, okay? I've been really enjoying the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting. Wow, I don't know why that word just got so weird in my mouth. It's the multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Porcelain. This product has incredible coverage. You really don't need a lot. A little bit really does go a long way. So I'm just putting a little bit underneath my eyes, on my chin, and on my nose. And then I'm going to take my Morphe G40 brush. It's been my favorite brush for blending out my concealer, and I'm going to pat it out. I will say for this product, if you are planning on picking it up, to try and swatch it in person if you are able to, because unfortunately the color range, even though they have like quite a large range of colors, the description of the colors are really off. You may think you're ordering like a color and then you'll be getting something completely different. So I would recommend that with this concealer specifically that you go in store to check it out, because it's a little bit questionable. And then what I like to do is I like to take my clean fingers, and they are a little bit warm, and I find that just by like pressing my concealer in with my fingers like this, it sort of just like really melts it into the skin. And I really like to make sure my whole base looks really seamless. Done. So luckily with this foundation concealer combo, I actually don't ever feel like I need to set it with powder. You guys know I don't really like powder. As somebody with dry skin, I like to avoid it as much as possible. Next, I'm going to bronze on my face with like my new favorite product. This stuff is so freaking awesome. This is the Neon Photography Fluid Opacity 8%. It's basically a liquid bronzer. Nice and bronzy, has a beautiful sheen. What I like to do is I just like to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm taking this Morphe G36 brush, and I'm just going to dab the product into the brush and then go in and just like stipple it where I want to bronze. And this product is so beautiful because it just melts into the skin so naturally that it literally just looks like I'm naturally bronzed. It doesn't even look like I'm wearing a bronzing product. And I'll always also bring it sort of like down my jawline and down my neck. All right, There we go, we're looking bronze, but it's super natural, nothing too intense or too much. While we're at it, might as well just finish off the face and then we'll do the eyes later. So this is my current obsession. So Sam recently spoke about this palette in her fall favorites video. And so after I watched that video, I picked it up and I fell in love with the blush shade that's in here that she said is basically a very, very close color to MAC Warm Soul. And it's freaking beautiful. So this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette. And this color right over here is truly the star of the whole entire palette. This is the blush that I was talking about, and that's what I'm gonna be using today. It's sort of like a bronzy peachy pink with gold beautiful shimmer in it, and it just makes your cheeks look so glowy and beautiful. I'm gonna be using my JH04 brush. I've been really trying to mention the brushes that I'm using because I always forget to do that in my tutorials, and then I have like 1,000 questions in the comments asking me what brushes I use. So I'm really trying to make a point to do that, guys. Okay, so that is what the blush looks like. How freaking beautiful is it? It just gives the cheeks such a pretty sheen. And it's a very like wearable, everyday color. I'm just gonna put whatever's left over my brush sort of like on my temples and across my nose just to sort of like, you know, tie things in a little bit. Okay, so for my highlighter, recently I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand. This is a beautiful cream highlighter. So what I like to do is I like to squeeze out a little bit on the back of my hand because, oh wow, that's way too much. So I'm just going to pat some on the tops of my cheekbones. And it gives the most gorgeous, natural, yet intense glow. Look how freaking beautiful that is. It's the most perfect everyday highlighter. I love it. So I've been putting highlighter sort of like right in between my brows. So now it is time to do the brows now that the base is done, and this portion of today's video is in partnership with Benefit. They really are some of my favorite brow products. I talk about them pretty much all the time. The Precisely My Brow Pencil is my favorite brow pencil. I really am able to get like perfect hair-like strokes with this, and it's just a really easy product to use. So today I'm using the shade number 4, which is a little bit darker. I typically switch between 3.5 and 4, just depending on how I'm feeling. Today I'm feeling a little bit of a dark brow today. So I actually recently got my eyebrows shaped and tinted at the Benefit Brow Bar by Maddox from Benefit. I don't want anybody else to touch my brows. I don't even want to touch my brows myself. He is so freaking good at like just shaping brows. I am so in love like with the way my brows have been looking. I honestly have not even really been filling them in much lately because I feel like with the tint, I don't even need to do it. Like this is my brow completely unfilled with literally no product, and the tint that he used and the way that he did it was just magical. I've just sort of been putting brow gel in it recently and just maybe filling in just at the ends just to sort of shape it a little bit. And look at that, perfect looking brows that are not too intense but just intense enough. Now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite brow gels. This is the 24-hour brow setter. This brow gel makes your eyebrows look very fluffy. It has a really nice sort of like fine comb to it. So it really just like defines each and every brow hair. So what I like to do is I like to sort of just like push all my brow hairs up, and it makes them look really nice and defined and sort of fluffy. And that's the look that I've been really loving lately. And this stuff really does last. It is truly like hairspray for your brows. It cements them down. So there you go. Brows are done, finished, looking perfect. Okay, so now it's time to move on to the eyes. Now for my everyday eye look, I don't usually like to do anything too crazy. Lately, I've been really enjoying more of like a smoked out wing. I love wings because they just sort of accentuate and really like lift the eye, but for everyday, sometimes I don't want something super harsh, like a really thick liquid black eyeliner. So what I've been doing lately is I've been taking my Nude 6 Magnetic Matte Eye Color in the shade Chocolate. It's a really nice, deep, rich, dark brown, as you can see. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the pencil and sort of just like smudge it right on the outer corner of my eye, very close to my lashes. And before it sets down, I'm taking my little brush and I'm just gonna smooth over that and start to sort of like smoke it out and also pull it out into a little soft wing shape. Now you could use literally any brown eyeshadow of your choice. This is just the one that I've been using recently. It's the Natasha Denona Camel palette. I love this palette for everyday. It has such great everyday shades in here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this color right at the end on a fluffy brush. This is my Smith 230. And I'm just going to basically run this along the eyeliner just to sort of like soften that harshness and to sort of smoke it out a little bit. And this has been my favorite thing to do because it just makes the eyeliner not look like an eyeliner, and it makes it look more like just a really soft shadow that will still elongate the eye. So there's no harsh lines anymore at all. And now I'm going to take a little bit of the dark brown in the palette, which is right over here. Sorry, I just gave you guys the finger accidentally. And on the same brush, I'm just going to concentrate that more towards the base. Not gonna bring out too much, just a little bit. And this look is really gonna last a very long time because we layered some creams with powders. It is like locked down. Now I'm gonna just take a little bit more of that first brown color that I picked up, and I'm just gonna buff that on my lower lash line. I always like to put a little bit of color on my lower lash line, even for every day. I just feel like it really completes the eye look. Some people may not like this because it does look a little bit smokier, but I love it. Okay, I'm now going to just highlight the inner corners of my eye. I'm gonna take like the highlighting shade from that Hourglass palette. This changes up all the time. I will often just use the highlighter that I used on that day, but because I used a cream, I'm not gonna put a cream on the inner corner of my eye. I've been really into nude eyeliner recently, so I'm gonna take my nude eyeliner. This is my Tarte Fake Awake, which I love because it lasts a really long time. And I'm just gonna put that in my waterline. This is just gonna keep my eyes looking nice and awake and open. And I just like the effect that it gives my eyes, I don't know. So now I'm gonna take my favorite mascara ever. You guys know this, it's the Hourglass Caution. It's the most long wearing, beautiful mascara. It does not smudge, does not flake. It makes my lashes look great. You guys know the drill. I've spoken about this a trillion times. So I'm just gonna pop this on my upper lashes. It's truly a miracle. I don't think I got mascara anywhere on my lid. Okay, now it's time to finish this look off with the lips. And for my lips lately, I have literally just been lining them and then taking lip balm and just like smudging the liner just to define my lips but not really add color. So I've been taking my Pat McGrath lip liner in Done and Done, which is one of my favorites. It's so beautiful. And I'm just going to lightly line. It's the perfect color to do this because it's so close to my natural lip color that it doesn't like stand out too much, but it does, you know, it does enough that it actually defines my lips. This makes them look a little bit poutier and like bigger. Whatever lip balm I'm using that day, today it's the GRWM, and just pop a little bit more on my lips. Guys, we are finished. That is it for today's tutorial. That is my current everyday makeup. I had so much fun doing this. Don't forget to let me know all of your thoughts down below. Give you a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Love you.